Welcome to Asian Horizon. Today I want to examine the Eurasian strategic architectural landscape and the four key players that I think will be very important in defining the Eurasian strategic future. That is China, Russia, Turkey, and Iran. And the reason I do not mention India is because India's conflictual bilateral relations prevent India from developing infrastructure corridors from India and into the Eurasian landscape. And therefore, China, Russia, Turkey, and Iran, I think, will be the most important defining key players in the emerging Eurasian strategic landscape. China, with its One Belt, One Road strategy, is already defining the maritime and land-based infrastructure landscape across the Eurasian continent. In addition, Russia, with its vast geography crossing 11 time zones from Northeast Asia to North Europe, is already developing and becoming a very important player in China's One Belt strategy, connecting Western China with Europe. Therefore, Russia is going to play also an increasingly important role in investments and infrastructure development across Central Asia, into Asia and the wider Middle East region, in addition towards China. So looking forward, we're also going to see now Turkey with new infrastructure connections towards China. There are railroads developing. There is a vast range of industrial and infrastructure investments from Turkey into Central Asia, across the Middle East. And we're also seeing increasing trade between Turkey and Russia, and also between Turkey and China. We're seeing, in addition, Iran now with a new strategic agreement between Iran and China, a 25-year strategic agreement. We're going to see a range of new deals being made between China and Iran in the coming years. And also, as I've presented earlier, I think we're going to see more infrastructure corridors developing between China and Iran. So therefore, China, Russia, Turkey, and Iran are becoming key players in the emerging Eurasian strategic architecture, with trade, with economic development, with business development, and it really just a critical key, continent emerging here on the global scene. Even whatever happens with the JCPOA negotiations in Vienna that are probably going to resume next month, I think Iran is now really looking towards the east, is developing a range of trade deals, economic deals. Russia and Iran also now negotiating a potential new strategic agreement for the future. So it's really just a range of infrastructure deals, business deals, industry deals, and treaties really forming the foundation of the Eurasian strategic architecture going forward. And what is important to note is the absence of both Europe and the US in this Eurasian strategic architecture that is emerging. And going forward, we're just going to see an expanding range of infrastructure connections, infrastructure corridors across the Eurasian landscape, from south to north, from west to east, really connecting China with Central Asia, with Turkey, Iran, with the Middle East, from Russia down south across Caucasus towards Iran, really connecting also into Pakistan with the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. We're going to see a range of various special economic zones emerging across the Eurasian continent, logistics clusters, as we have seen with the Hormuz logistics cluster between China and Kazakhstan. We're going to see a range of inland ports and maritime ports connecting with also infrastructure connections, roads, highways, and railroads. So we're just going to really see an emerging region, really with various economic development projects ongoing. And this is just going to go on for the coming years and decades. So the Eurasian continent is really becoming a key, geography in the world, both in terms of trade, business development, economic opportunities for a range of players, which is also going to drive investments from Europe and also some from the US. But I think in essence, the reason why China, Russia, Turkey, and Iran are such key players in Eurasia's future is because they are all industrial nations with strong industrial and manufacturing capacity that is really driving their investments and growth. So these are just some key thoughts going forward, but I think it's important to note that China, Russia, Turkey, and Iran are going to be key players in Eurasia's emerging strategic architectural landscape. Thank you so much for joining, and please remember to subscribe to Asian Horizon, and I look forward to see you again. Thank you.